thanks so much for everyone who left a comment on my last video, which was around working part-time and why I think it is a scam. Apologies for this filter, but my daughter didn't sleep great last night. I just wanted to jump on really quickly and answer this question from Harriet. She's essentially asking how she can make compressed hours work from her because she's a bit worried about the really long days. Now, obviously it depends on your industry and, everything, but a couple of suggestions from me that you might want to consider is maybe alternating the days that you take off. So one of my friends does this, and essentially she takes off every other Friday and then compresses the hours into the remaining time, which means that she only has to work an additional 50 minutes per day to make up that time. And then her partner takes off the other Friday, so they don't have to pay for Fridays at nursery, and that really works for them. There's another person that left a comment saying that they do similar. So I really think let's normalize having our partners get involved, and so it doesn't all fall on our shoulders. I would also suggest, when you're raising it with your employer, suggesting a trial period, but giving that a really clear time frame. So maybe say 3 months, for example, and put some really clear, measurable goals as to how you're going to evaluate the success of that trial at the start. So maybe that's hitting key metrics within your role, or making sure the amount of work is being done, or whatever it is, just something that's really measurable. Also then personally putting in some goals for yourself so that you can assess whether or not it is working for you, and reflecting on that yourself. So maybe that's, are you feeling burnt out? Are you managing to make drop-off pickup? Is it working with your partner, your family, all of that stuff? And then revisit the conversation after that period of time has elapsed and see how it goes. Someone else in the comments said that they had an employer that was really flexible and enabled them to try out a few different options. So I do think it's worth just asking your employer if that could be an option, to try a few different variants on the compressed hours. Ultimately, know your value, you're great at your job, you know your job inside out. Generally, I think employers do want to support you to find the balance that works, because it's always cheaper to retain you than find someone else.